Have you ever wanted to have a go at making your own stained glass biscuit? Well, today I'm going to show you my method for making these beautiful stained glass effect biscuits using something called Isomalt. So let's show you how to make this. Let's cut out a few shapes. I'm just using here a piping nozzle tip, which is just the perfect size circle that I want for this. We've got some lovely nice gaps now, and then once that's baked, we'll then fill that with the Isomalt. Here is my baked gingerbread biscuit. You can see we've got the holes missing now out of there, so they're ready to be filled now with our Isomalt to create our red baubles. This is a sugar substitute. So what's happened here is sugar is undergone two chemical reactions to transform it into Isomalt. So the first is an enzyme-catalysed reaction, and there's a metal-catalysed hydrogenation reaction after that, and that has created our Isomalt. And what we're going to do is we're just going to pour a bit of Isomalt into a pan. 100 grams or so will be fine, and then we're just going to melt this over heat until it's molten into like a sugar syrup. The sugar's beginning to dissolve. We can just slowly just rock it back and forth, just swirl it round until it has all dissolved in there. We want to make sure that we're not stirring it because it might crystallise out. I've got a really nice clean pan. If you've got one that's got a bit of grease in there from whatever you put in there previously, they can burn and cause little hot spots, and that's where the issue with any sort of like sugar syrup or caramel making can go wrong. Here we've got a lovely clean pan, nice low heat, so it's taken us around about 10-15 minutes or so. Do it nice and slow, but you can see now it's almost coming together. When the Isomalt is all dissolved, we can put our temperature probe in here. We want to make sure we're at least 160 degrees. We can add a bit of colour into it. So I've got some red food colouring here, some Pro Gel food colouring. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit out onto a cocktail stick, like so, because you won't need very much. And then I'm just going to mix that into here. So now you can literally just pour it out. You want to be really careful, it is very, very hot. So if you're doing this with family, make sure it's adults that are doing this. But also, if you spill a bit, it comes off like spun sugar. So you've got to try and be quite accurate. So hopefully, I don't dribble this everywhere, but we'll have a little go. So we just want to pour just a little bit out into each one. So just pour a bit out, like so. Here we're using Isomalt. You could actually half bake your biscuits, or part bake them, and you could crush up some boiled sweets and pour those into the holes and then finish them off. But I do think Isomalt is just the best option here because it's got those perfect properties that we want. It much better resists humidity, so it will stay with that nice dry sheen to it. It won't go all sticky, and it also is much less prone to crystallization as well. So your resultant biscuit, it will stay like that for a long time. It looks see-through. I can see through to the bottom of the silicone mat, and yeah, it has a wonderful effect. We've just let this set now for around about just 10 or 15 minutes or so, and already now you can see that that has set, and we can pick this up and we have got our stained glass effect. It really is like a stained glass window, and they look so effective. You could just picture this have a little bit of ribbon running through it and hanging it off your Christmas tree, and it will stay there and it'll look absolutely perfect for ages.